Hello students, this is Brother Alan. In this video I'm going to take you through this assignment for the 3D print selection. Now you have to pick a cool building. Whether it be LDS Temple or something else, it's got to be a cool building. It needs some fine detail to it. And in my example here I'm going to show you a walkthrough as though I were going to choose the Provo City Center Temple for my project. Okay, and you can use these links to go find information about the temple if you choose to do a temple. I'm going to let you experiment with those. You can find the temple's height if you click on this link. I'm not going to take you through any of that in this video. What I want to show you is how to get dimensions, the temple's footprint size. Okay, and it tells you here that you ought to go to Google Maps. So I've got Google Maps pulled up, and here's the Provo City Center Temple. Now, the dimensions that we need for the footprint would be the outline. In my temple, the exact outline doesn't really make sense because that would mean I'm going out to this tower when in reality, the way I'm going to model this is going to be back here at the inside corner of the tower. So my footprint is going to be, here, let me actually change the mode here. You can click over here to change the mode back and forth. But mine is going to go from here to here and then over, back up, back to the beginning. And that's because the way that we begin the assignment when we do the photo match massing, the way we'll begin that assignment will be to start off with just a cube. So really, I think that's your objective here, is to get dimensions that show the most basic cube that you can identify for your building. And for me, it's going to be that inside corner. You could do it to the outside. I think it'd be more complicated because I need my cube to line up with something. And in my case, it's going to line up with that inside corner. And even though I'm saying cube in 2D, which is what we're looking at here, you might think of it more as just a rectangle. Eventually it'll become a cube, but just starts off with a rectangle. Okay, so how do I get these dimensions? Well, if you go to Google Maps and you just right click wherever you want to start measuring from, you can choose measure a distance or measure distance, and there's the starting point, which can be dragged around. If you chose a bad starting point, you can move that. My next click, which is a left click, will give me a distance. So if I choose to go with this little graphic as my guide, I'm going to say 101 or 102. Don't worry about the decimal. We're not trying to be that accurate here. Think of it this way. Eventually, you're going to have a 3D print of whatever you model. Would you ever be able to take that 3D print and trace it back to this origin and say, why did you choose 101 when it should have been 102? I can see that in the 3D print. No, you couldn't see that at all. In fact, there's nothing accurate about this little graphic. I don't even know if it's correct at all. And when I turn the picture back on, you can see that it's totally different now. So I don't know which one I'm going to use, but 102 is what I started with. Okay, if I were to change this, I'd be getting, looks like about 109. Okay, so maybe that's the one that I'll choose. 109 for one side of the building, and then I got to go to the other side. Now this is harder because I can't see where the wall hits the ground. There's a roof in the way here, and I'm looking at the wrong angle to be able to see that anyways. So I'm just going to guess. All right, 78 feet. So 109 by 78. By the way, if you get kind of stuck here and you can't find good measurements because you don't know how to manipulate this tool, just right click and clear the measurement. And then you can start over. Right click, measure distance. And then we'll go to this side again. Okay, so it was, yes, last time I got, a different number, and that's going to happen. You just, whoops, if you accidentally click in a new spot, you're going to have a new leg or a new branch of that measurement. And if you click on that again, it'll go away. Okay, so I'm just trying to pull this. Okay, so 78 by 109 is what I'm going with. Don't be afraid to mess this up. If you get the wrong dimensions, we'll come back and we'll try again and we'll fix it. And you won't know until we start modeling, but that'll be in the next assignment. Okay, I think that's all you need to know. Good luck.